the awareness of the society about the roles of a civil engineer nowadays. What is civil engineering? Civil engineering is the improvement of civil society through the application of scientific knowledge. Civil requirements in today's society are focused on meeting basic human needs and assisting people in their daily life. These needs are met by improving infrastructure and common utilities. Civil engineering is a wide-ranging profession that includes several specialized subdisciplines such as structural engineering, transportation engineering, geotechnical engineering, and also water resources engineering. Civil engineers are highly trained professionals who conceive, design, construct, supervise, operate, and maintain infrastructure projects and systems such as roads, buildings, airports, tunnels, dams, bridges, and water supply systems. Many civil engineers hold supervisory or administrative positions ranging from site supervisor to city engineer, public work director, and city manager. They are tasked with ensuring that projects adhere to budgetary and environmental requirements and safe work practices are followed at construction sites. Other civil engineers work in design, construction, research, and teaching. Civil engineers may work indoors in offices or outdoors at construction sites. Some jobs may require frequent relocation to different areas and offices in job site trailers. Civil engineers work with others on projects and may be assisted by civil engineering technicians. Roles of civil engineer. First, analyze the long-range plans, survey reports, map, and other data to plan and design projects. Second, consider construction costs, government regulations, potential environmental hazards, and other factors during the planning and risk analysis stages of a project. Third, compile and submit permit application to local, state, and federal agencies verifying that project comply with various regulations. Fourth, oversee and analyze the result of soil testing to determine the adequacy and strength of foundations. Fifth, analyze the result of tests on building materials such as concrete, wood, asphalt, or steel for use in particular projects. Sixth, prepare cost estimate for materials, equipment, or labor to determine the project's economic feasibility. 7. Use design software to plan and design transportation system, hydraulic system, and structures in line with industry and government standards. 8. Perform or oversee surveying operations to establish building location, site layout, reference points, grade, and elevation to guide construction. 9. Manage the repair, maintenance, and replacement of public and private infrastructure. And lastly, present findings to the public on topics. Role of civil engineer as design engineer, project planner, surveyor, and also principal engineer. Design engineer. For civil engineering students, become a design engineer is a key step toward a career in the construction industry. Design engineer should be proficient in design software, which is required in the design profession. Professional standards in both work performance and personal behavior or presentation are required in civil engineering. When it comes to company information, processes, and products, civil engineering should be professional, ethical, and also confidential. Project planner. The building industry has a high demand for planning engineers. The purpose of planning is to use as few resources as possible while still completing the task satisfactorily. Planning results in a predetermined line of action. The planning process establishes an organized series of events, specifies the tactic to be used in carrying out the plan, and identifies the final outcome. Scheduling aids in the constant monitoring of the project, efficient use of equipment, materials, and labors, as well as a coordinated project effort, costs, and ensuring that the structure includes risk management, the geographical environment, natural disaster, stresses, and proper requirements and safety standards and others are all considerations that civil engineers consider when planning. Surveyor. Surveying is the procedure of determining the relative position of various points and objects on the Earth's surface on both horizontal and vertical plane. The outcomes of such operations are depicted as a map or a plan. On a sheet of paper, a plan is a graphical depiction of numerous ground characteristics projected on a horizontal plane to some suitable scale. Surveying is an important task that must be completed at the start of any construction project, such as land development, the construction of transportation facilities, and also the construction of structures. Principal Engineer. A company's or organization's research, development, and design of engineering projects is overseen by a principal engineer. These engineering specialists are industry leaders that require a deep understanding of their field in order to manage projects and mentor team members. Their responsibilities as a principal engineers include budgeting, negotiating with vendors, and allocating tasks. It might also train employees, set project deadlines, and optimize engineering application processes. Roles of civil engineer in other sector. Abundance and automation. Manufacturing methods that are more efficient, automation and robotics are allowing the sector to create more and more with less and less effort. The increasing share of products purchasing value lies in the meaning that a product or service inspires the consumer rather than material and the or routine work embodied in the product. Research and development. Civil engineers and the profession as a whole are now concentrating on harnessing technology to drive applications. Research revealed that current technical advancement may enable uses that have not yet been found. To ensure that informed decisions are made, civil engineers have inverted the reputation of being risk-adverse to new technology, instead depending on and exploiting real-time access to living databases, sensors, diagnostic tools, and other modern technologies. Communication and mediation. Engineers talk about expanding engineering education to include 6 different types of mind, and it's likely that the future roles of engineers within sustainable organization will reflect this different type of mind, which is, there will be roles for not only traditional analytically minded engineers, but also design, linguistic, people, body, and mindful-minded engineers in the sustainable engineering of the future. Marine. Marine engineers apply their civil engineering skills to the design, construction, and maintenance of marine facilities such as ships, submarines, yachts, and aircraft carriers. Day-to-day responsibility for marine engineers may include inspecting equipment, monitoring repairs, and other operational activities, as well as preparing technical reports and cost estimates. Agricultural engineer involved in energy, soil and water resource conservation and management. Engineers who investigate the effect of light, humidity and temperature on plants and animals, create and use instruments. Agricultural engineer offers difficult careers in research, consulting, development, testing, engineering service, management, planning, teaching and counseling among other professions. Mining. At mining sites, civil engineers could undertake a variety of tasks, including assisting in the planning, design, and supervision of the construction of buildings and structures such as mine shaft. Engineers must also interpret survey reports, map, plans, and other topological or geologic data with their expertise. So, from all of this, we know that civil engineers have a diverse role with a wide range of responsibilities. This video is brought to you to fulfill project item of BFC32202 Engineers and Society. We are from Section 3, Group 2, and this is our group members. And that's all from us. Thank you.